Good day, everyone, and welcome to Astrology for Self Mastery. You see where my head is today. Woo! Just crazy stuff going on. Oh, wonderful. Okay, now my platform is behaving. I was trying to upload my slideshow so I didn't have to do too much back and forth, but it finally did. All is well. So, hello. Right now in the world, we are going through such tough, tough stuff. Yeah. Um, yeah. We're just going through a lot right now. And what can I say? Except for those of us who can, it really is our job to keep the vibration high, to keep the vibration high in terms of everything that's going on. And I just want to say that the war in COVID, I mean, the war with COVID and the war in Ukraine is shining a light. It's like a cosmic wake up call, which I talked about in my broadcast on Sunday, for all of us on the planet to become more conscious of the fact that, the belief systems that we're operating under that have to do with separatism, dominance dynamic, treating people like they're disposable, it ain't working. If it ever did, but it really ain't working now. And so, what's happening in Europe really is putting to more consciousness in people's minds about what's been going on in Africa, what happened in the Sudan, what's happening in Afghanistan, what's happening in Syria, and other places around the world where maybe war isn't broke out, but people are living under a dictatorship or living under some kind of oppression to their human rights and their civil rights. Yeah, let's talk about the United States too, because it definitely goes on here. So we're being asked to really raise our vibration. And one of the ways that we can do that is by mastering ourselves. Yeah, seeing what's going on in the external world as evidence that we got work to do on our individual and collective selves, on how it is that we're believing and thinking and acting in the world. We've got to be able to choose love over fear. We've got to be able to do that. And it takes some work. It takes some work. And so, what I'm presenting to you with this astrology insights and information is designed to do that. It's to help you become more conscious of where you may be stuck in a situation, a belief system, and the astrology, the movement of the planets, and their lining up with each other. Gets interpreted as information for us, as a message for us to help us do what? Again, choose love over fear. Love over fear. So I am going to get right into it for today. And we've got some really, really interesting stuff going on this month. And I want to say too, this month is really March has really been interesting because there hasn't been a lot of squares and hard aspects, even though we have what's going on in Ukraine and also with COVID, and other things that are going on. Other challenges to our humanity. We've had more things of conjunction, and usually conjunctions we think of as a flow energy, but it's also can be flowing energy designed to really again raise our consciousness. So I'm going to break some things down for you in hopes that it again can just help us. Now, this was from Lena Stevens, where she said March is this magical month of manifesting, movement, expansion, resetting, and refining intentions, increasing our intuition, and creating something new. And clearly, I believe that that is the message of the conflict, the war, the aggression that is being exhibited between Russia onto Ukraine, and that it is a call for a different way, a different path forward. Like, what Aggression is not okay. It's not okay. And we have to be really, really clear about that. So, what this statement is saying that in this month of March, there is this energy that is available to us to move through, to break out of these old belief systems, to do some resetting, refining. So, I want you to think about for yourself, where are you at war within yourself? What is going on for you? Want to be conscious of that so that you can make peace. And that will put that energy out, that vibration will go out to what is happening in the external. So, right now, today on March 10th, I want to start with, and again, I'm going to give you about 10 days worth of information, even though it's a lot. Um, I think it's important just to have a heads up for what is going on, and you can refer back to this during the week because it is a lot. So the first thing is that we've had Mercury enter into Pisces, and why is that doing that there? Okay, yeah, I want you to do it over here. Okay, we have Mercury entering into Pisces, and see if I can get rid of this. Yeah, there we go. It says here, Mercury is the I only believe in what I can see, feel, and touch planet. So in Pisces, Mercury can have difficulties staying factual and concise. To make the most of the coming 2 weeks, immerse yourself into Piscean activities. Read, write, watch fantasy movies, keep a dream journal, and most importantly, surrender to Pisces' mysterious ways of delivering and making sense of information. And as those of you who've been listening to me know, I am Pisces. And so that's why I try to make sense of what is going on, in our world, in the external, by linking it to, okay, what's happening inside of me, inside of us. You may have been encountering a lot of anger or a lot of information or conversations and stuff that may have been making you kind of angry. Just know a part of that is, because of this shifting in in the planets. And Mercury don't want to be in Pisces. Mercury don't want to be in Pisces. Mercury is like, I'm bringing the message, I'm bringing the cosmic message to you, I'm bringing this clear, I'm bringing the concise. And Pisces is like, yeah, but that's not the total truth. There's another truth that is going on. And so for those people who really need that, I need it clear. Like it says, I can only believe in what I can see, feel, and touch. It's a challenging time. It's a challenging time. So I'm asking everybody, go into your place of compassion and forgiveness. Don't take on people's stuff because everybody a little crazy right now and should be because of the war and the impact that that's going to have on our pocketbooks and on our life. Nothing compared to what's happening to the people who are actually on the ground and going through it, but still there are consequences. So yeah, people crazy right now. And I think if we accept that and have compassion, especially those of us who are not on the ground there in that situation, let's have compassion for our fellow humans. Isn't that what this whole conflict is really about to bring to us? Yeah. So we've got that happening today. So just raising that up, that let's see beyond, if somebody's making a statement that you think is really crazy, just realize that's an expression of their pain. It's an expression of their confusion. That's an expression of their frustration. And so you don't want to give back more to add to that. You just want to kind of maybe listen and say, yeah, yeah. And if it's somebody you know well and you feel you can have an authentic conversation with, you might want to say to them, ouch, it sounds like you're really upset right now. What's going on for you? Or as a friend of mine, Queen Noor, said to me the other day when I was having my issue, she said to me, so what are you gonna be doing for yourself to take care of yourself today? Yeah. And it was great because it just stopped me and realized that, oh, I'm holding on to this anger. Let me let it go. Yeah, absolutely. So please be mindful of that. And again, use that Piscean energy to, put your focus on love and things beyond what is so painful, so frustrating, and so challenging at the moment. We got to keep the vibration high. All right, let me go to the next one. It's going to be on Sunday. And on Sunday, we're going to have the sun conjuncting Neptune in Pisces. Yeah. As it says here, when the sun meets Neptune, it shines a light on what's otherwise difficult to see. The result? A more well rounded understanding of yourself and what makes you human. Neptune can expose our blind spots, but also our zones of genius. Yes, 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 yes. So on Sunday and before Sunday, after Sunday, you'll feel that energy of this conjunction. Um, because it's happening in Pisces and Neptune is there because both Neptune and Jupiter rule Pisces. So Neptune is also associated with Pisces, right? So when you have this kind of conjunction and it's in its domain of Pisces, yeah, yeah, it's pretty deep. Also, with Pisces too, there's always going to be emotion. Always going to be emotion to it. So if something gets pushed up for you that would be difficult to see, allow that, because if it's something that isn't rooted in love, you want to shift it. But if it is something that's rooted in love, if somebody is giving you a compliment and giving you more understanding about yourself, or helping you realize, oh yeah, I am really good at that. Receive that, have that, imbibe that. It's really, really important. I got a compliment from a neighbor, which totally didn't expect. Totally didn't expect. Neighbor with two young children, and I'm saying hi to the little baby, and then this was the father had him on his hip, and he looked at me and he said, um, "Is that you singing that I hear?" And I was like, "Oh," first thing I'm thinking is, "Oh my God, I'm being disturbing," And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm always singing." And his response was, "You have a beautiful voice. And you play piano too, don't you? I hear the piano." I said, "Yeah, And then I said to him, "I'm gonna leave my cup out." He said, "No, make it a bowl." And what a lovely compliment. Here I was thinking like, "Oh God, I'm making too much noise. I'm disturbing the neighbors," and it was totally the opposite. So that's what we want to hold on to. That's what we want to look for. Now, next Thursday, a whole week from today, this is when we get a bunch of stuff happening one day after the other into the 20th, and a couple of conjunctions and things all happening on the same day. We do also have some hard aspects coming up. So it's really that between now, you get your revelation on Sunday, get your wake up today about, yeah, people are angry. There's going to be some communication, but I can let me have compassion. Then I'm going to get into this whole piece about something being revealed, and want it to be something good, like the compliment that I got from the neighbor. Um, and then on Thursday, so then you get a break, right? We get a break. Not going to be like a break. There's going to be some stuff happening externally, some stuff, of course, with the conflict, more stuff with the economy, whatever, COVID too. So there's going to be some stuff breaking out, but there is going to be this piece happening. So by Thursday, though, take as much rest as you can between Sunday and Thursday, because Thursday stuff starts to get amped up. There's a lot of movement going on. Okay, without further ado, so we get first off a sextile. This is a flow energy with Pisces and Uranus in Taurus. Okay. But it still, can bring some challenges. It's very, very interesting. But it is a sextile flow energy. And as it says, this transit brings exciting news and stimulating conversations. Your daily routines may take a detour in new and unexpected directions. That's the challenge. That's a challenge because right now, in a time of turmoil and tragedy and stuff, we want to hold on to what we know. We want to stay in what we know. It's not, no, 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 no. So there's going to be some breaking up of the routine. Have patience, expect it, because it really is a good thing that's going on. It's about, look, you can learn new things and meet new people. Future oriented thinking and open mindedness will also lead to original and ingenious discoveries. Yes, yes, yes. But when you got Taurus involved, and Mercury, so they again, it can be this challenge, but it really is designed to do what? To move us forward into the love. Okay. So because Pisces is there. Yeah. You got Pisces around. But like I said, Mercury would be like, oh, Pisces, really? Really? Um, so you can feel it as a challenge at first, but open yourself up to it being so much more, so much more. I got some comments rolling in, but I'll get to them as soon as I finish up spilling on all this good stuff for you. Now, the day after that, Friday, which is my sister Cheryl's birthday. Happy birthday, sister! And I'm sure a lot of other Pisces people birthdays. We get Pisces again, Sun in Pisces sextiling Pluto in Capricorn. Oh my God. So this is what's interesting about these aspects. You get Pisces, you get your Pisces energy, but it is offset by, these planets that are like, you know, Pluto and Capricorn, right? The dark side of our structures, our systems, the shadow side of that is being revealed. It's being revealed. So again, this conflict, this war that is going on, but it's a sextile. It's a flow energy. And that means what? That means that although it's a challenge, it's designed to move us where? Forward into the love. Okay. So as it says, this transit may increase your need to succeed. This increased feeling of determination and power will work to your benefit as long as you don't abuse it. I'll repeat that, as long as you don't abuse it. Misuse of this gift will result in self destruction. Yeah. Discern between your ego and your authentic self to stay aligned with love. Yes, yes, yes. So again, you know, these both of these two aspects 2 days in a row, yeah, it's a flow energy, but you want to stay very mindful and pay attention to what you're thinking and believing as you're going through this. Okay. Yeah. So that's why I want to give you this information ahead of time, because the more we can do for ourselves, nurture ourselves, keep the vibration high when we're presented with these energies, we're going to be more able to choose the love, to stay in the love. Yeah. Yeah. We don't want to imitate Putin. Yeah, got this power, wants to succeed, but not using it in a beneficial way, in a generative way, and it's a self destruction. It's going to be happening. Yeah, it's written in the stars. So next, on the same day, we get our full moon, and this is in Virgo. And Virgo, the sign of Virgo sits opposite to the sign of Pisces. So now we get a kind of a balance to that Piscean, dreamy, fantastical, let me see into the 10th dimension of energy. And because it's in the month of March to this full moon, the Native American tribes knew it as the moon of the crow moon. It's also called the worm moon, when the cawing of crows signaled the end of winter. And it's called the worm moon because, worms start coming out of the ground, the robins show up to eat. And so all of those things mean we're going through a shift in the seasons. Now, of course, I'm talking about the Northern Hemisphere. In down under in the Southern Hemisphere, they're going to be going from summer into fall. So it's just the opposite. But it's about beginnings and endings. Now, nicely, the culmination of what you have been building over the last 6 months. So you want to go back into September. Think about what was going on in September. And also, it's a time, as I put here, revisit and refine the intentions you set at the beginning of the new year. Yeah. Virgo brings critical analysis, efficiency, getting things, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, everything in nice order, very grounded energy, like boots on the ground, right? So we want to use this just to make sure that our big dreams, right? Because in Pisces season we're supposed to be dreaming big, but that it has a foundation and that we're supporting that and getting the support we need in that. Even more important, asking for that if we need to. So yeah, yeah, really, really important, really important. So that's a beautiful full moon that is coming, and we can again, keep that vibration high because it's talking about, guess what? Things are changing. These are huge cosmic messages about things are shifting, things are changing, and we need to be conscious of that and to accept that. Now, the next day on Saturday, March the 19th, we get a square. And this is Venus in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus. Yeah. As it says, Venus's turn now to bump heads with Uranus, and this sparks sexual and creative tension. Interesting again. So sextile, you think of, oh, that's flow, that's flow. When you hear square, you're like, ugh. But it's kind of like the opposite happening because the sextiles that are up because of Pisces being in it, they're more to me like what a square energy might be. Like it kind of stop you before you move. With this square, it's a tension, and when we get this creative sexual tension, it really pushes us into creating something. It's like what happens when a woman's giving birth, you know, right? That those bones, them pelvic bones gotta spread open, but then boop, out comes a new being. Yeah, yeah. So that's the energy. You can think of this as there's something that you are birthing, something you're giving birth to that's going on, and you want to just be conscious of it. So there will be some challenge, but it will be worth it. It will be worth it. Yeah. It's very interesting. Now, the next day on the 20th, this is when we get drum roll, brrrr, kind of the big culmination of all of this stuff since the beginning of March. And this is because we're entering into Aries season. Yes. And this will mark the beginning of some new cycles. Really important to be conscious of that. Here's why. You do not want to be holding on to what you're already done with. I'll repeat that. You do not want to be holding on to what you're already done with. Yeah. So I switch this Aries season for the people in down under, right? You're going into your autumnal equinox. For those of us in northern hemisphere, it's going to be spring. But it's change, y'all. It's change. Be conscious of it. March 20 to 21st. This is about change. Something is ended, something's closed, and then something new is beginning. Go with the new energy. Go forward. Let go of what you're done with. And here's how you'll know you're done with it. It don't feel good anymore. It doesn't feel good, and it doesn't produce the results that you want it to produce. Yeah, yeah, that's what that means. So this weekend, the weekend of the 20th, really important. So we do have the equinox, right? Equal day, equal part night, equal part day. Also on the 20th, we are changing up in seasons. Again, this is huge. This is important for us to navigate through the things that we are doing, the things that we are creating. Really, really important. It's a time to celebrate. And you don't have to do it in a big way, but you can do it in a small way. St. Patrick's Day will have happened on March 17th, um, which is always a day for many, many people to be celebrating. There used to be a big parade in Manhattan. I wonder if they're still going to do it this year. That'd be interesting. But this is also a time to celebrate in some way. And you can do it quietly. You can, again, look at what you were asking for at the beginning of the year and say, okay, is there something in that I'm really done with? And now I can move on to what it is that I really need to do. So, again, the change energy, really, really, really important. It's also on the 20 to the 21st, the beginning of the zodiacal new year or the new solar year in astrology. And as it says here, the upcoming year is a time to find what really matters to you and to let that ideal guide you in everything you do. Isn't that beautiful? It's like so important. This is asking us to really be conscious, to keep our energy and vibration high. And also, as it says here, something you may be working on. Does this project, action, person bring me closer to my ideal self? Because that's where we want to go moving forward. We want to be aligned with the truth of who we are, with our authentic self. Yes, yes, yes. That's loving self. That's what loving yourself is about. Yeah. And then finally, one more conjunction. We've had so many this month. It's just been one conjunction after another. And again, involving Pisces. And this one again, Mercury, Jupiter conjunct in Pisces. And as it says, Mercury's yearly encounter with Jupiter is our opportunity to go big in everything that Mercury, the cosmic messenger, stands for. Perfect alignment between these two planets means good news, optimism, and good fortune to come our way. Now, both being in Pisces, realism can easily be replaced with idealism, and fact replaced by optimistic fantasy. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. And again, that can add a little tension for people, but for the most part, we that whole day of shift and change and the beginnings and the endings, then you get this incredible conjunction of Pisces with Mercury and Jupiter. And again, Jupiter is, it's ruled by Pisces. Mercury get upset with Pisces, but boom, it's there. So again, it can be a little challenging to people that want things in the little boxes and in order. But that's okay. That's okay. It'll be good. It's a good, positive, loving energy that will happen then. Yeah, absolutely. And here's some information for you about how you can connect with me. Whew! Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Just amazing, 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 amazing stuff going on. Amazing stuff going on. So let me jump over here to my comments, see who's been watching. And I got We Merge, Michael Demond and Company. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then that's a beautiful statement to make. The neighbor believes abundance. Yes, 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 definitely. Right. Not a cup, but a bowl. Put your bowl out there, Jojopah. I love it. I know. But what a blessing, right? To know that you're not disturbing your neighbors, that they actually like what you're doing. Hey, Ricardo DeAndre, saying peace, Jojo Pa. He's on our platform. He does what's called brain training. It's really wonderful. And I will be putting out more information for you. I promise very soon about joining the Bond to Build platform to get access to the Ensorama home that I am setting up. Then we get Karen, one of my partners for the Ensorama home. She said she made it. Love your message today, as always. Thank you so much, Karen. See you very soon. DeAndre says, yes, I'm excited that I made it also. Ashe, ashe. I'm excited y'all made it too. This is amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Facebook user, hey, Jojopah, TK. Hey, TK. Good to see that you're here, sweetheart. Yes, yes, yes. Another Facebook user saying, hey. Yes, wonderful. Absolutely. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And I hope you refer back to this over the next week so that you can just stay mindful with all this powerful energy that's coming in. Um, on that, throw this back up for a minute. These are the ways that you can get access to me if you have a question or you want to share something that I can share on the next time. But the Facebook page, the Facebook group, the YouTube channel, and my website are all really good ways that you can connect with me. All righty. Oh, one more. Thank you for your wisdom. Oh, you're so welcome. So thank you for receiving it in such a beautiful and loving way. Um, Prayers are powerful. Prayers are very, very powerful. I've had several instances in my life where the power of prayer made all the difference. So I'm asking everybody watching this video and everybody watching live right now too, please keep up the prayers. And remember, prayer isn't bargaining with your God. It's not trying to get God to do something. It's not about that. It's really for you to raise your vibration. And a very simple prayer that will help The situation that's going on in the world is simply, I receive, I receive, I receive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all that's needed. That's the vibration of love. Be well, be safe, and I'll be back again for the final aspects of March after the 20th. Talk to you soon now. Bye bye. Thanks for tuning in. Love you.